The Honda Accord has been redesigned in 2023, and this one is a 2024. It has a few different trim levels. This one is the top trim level. It's a touring model, and it also happens to have a hybrid engine in it, which actually gives you two engines. So it gets about 40 to 43 miles per gallon, and there is no maintenance at all on it for 3 years when I bought it. I don't know if they discontinue that or not in 25. I heard something to the effect they may not offer that, but an oil change isn't that expensive, and a tire rotation. And that's about all you're going to be doing for quite a while with the Honda. We all know Hondas are very good cars, they're very reliable. And what's unique about this one is what I learned after I bought it is the CVT transmission that a lot of them are using now. This one is something different that's better. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but it's better than the ones they're using in a lot of these smaller front-wheel drive hybrid cars. So this one is a pearl white. It's the Accord, Honda Accord. It's a 24. And like I said, it's got the touring package on it, which is the way Honda does it. They make it very simple. A lot of manufacturers actually do this, where if you take a trim level, usually they use letters or names. They're all the same. There's three, you used to be able to order cars. I think you can still order trucks this way, where you can, build it into different things. But with the cars, they pretty much all come either LX, LXS, TRD, whatever. If you get the more letters you get, the more options you're going to have. So this one right here is just called a touring. It doesn't use letters. They do have letters on the lower trim level, like EX and LX, and then they have a Sport. I like this one because I like all the features, and I like the wheels on it that come with the touring trim level. But more than that, the touring has the heads-up display and a few other options that you can only get in the touring. And unfortunately, you cannot buy a touring Honda Accord without getting a hybrid as well. So they've kind of switched it up to where some people want a hybrid, but they don't want to buy the touring top line model, the most expensive model. They wish they could buy the very basic entry level Honda Accord and have a hybrid motor in it, but Honda doesn't offer that. So you have to go with the, I think it's called the EX. You can get it, the Sport and the Touring. And this one has window tinting on it. It doesn't come from the factory. As you can see my interior in there. I asked the dealer when I bought it to only put the very lightest tint. I do not like dark tint. You can't see out of it at night. And I actually want to be able to see the interior. I think it looks nice when you can see the interior. But I live in Florida, and Florida has very hot temperatures and bright sun. And so you have to have some kind of window tinting just to be able to see and protect the interior from the harsh sun rays. I also use a visor up in the front windshield. The interior is a gray color. You can get black with this. It's nothing I would want in Florida. Maybe some people like that, but I like this gray. It's very luxurious looking. It's a very light gray, almost tan looking. And this, like I said, this paint is pearl. You can buy these pre-owned now. Let me back out for you, I'll show you. Here is the interior. You get this, it's kind of like a cocoa brown with the gray. Maybe they call it black. I have the Accord cargo mats with the lip on them. So these are nice for Florida. And this is the interior. It's just absolutely beautiful. Leather. And these seats is also part of the touring. You get ventilated seats when you turn the air conditioning on. They're also heated. Beautiful armrest. It has a very nice looking steering wheel and dash. And the infotainment center over there has got plenty of good stuff on it to give you maps. They give you the free internet and Google on here. I don't know how long I have it for, but I don't know. But either way, I have my Apple CarPlay with maps and things, but it all came with it. There is LED lighting. These running lights are very nice to use when you're driving. They're called driving lights, actually. The wheels are just gorgeous with the black and the brushed aluminum look on the outside here. I come right out of the car wash just now over here at Sud Stop. Every single day I wash it. Also, the Touring has these gray colored pieces here, and the cross traffic alert, a bunch of other stuff that the Touring does give you that made me decide to go ahead and spend the extra money. Now, it has a $40,440 window sticker price, including destination. So it's about, I don't know, $38,000 shipped to the dealers, brand new in 24. And now this is used. It's got about 4,000 miles on it. If you can find one of these used with, it doesn't really matter how many miles are on it, as long as it's not too many, and you can definitely pick yourself up a nice car. Find somebody like me that takes good care of it, and they sold it for whatever reason. I had this one for sale for a while. I thought I didn't want to keep it, but I've decided to keep it. It's still advertised, however, on Auto Trader because the ad runs indefinitely. I'll just leave it on there until I am ready to sell it, and I'll reduce the price. But you know, you could probably buy one of these for about $35,000, $36,000 used. Maybe $1,000 less or so if it's got a scratch or two on it, or it doesn't have the extra charge for the paint. This one has everything, like I said, including the paint, which is extra on this one. They make about 3 colors that cost you extra, about $500. So, you know, you can't get any more. And then plus it has the window tinting and then the mats, and that's about it. But I mean, it is absolutely a beautiful car when you consider all cars run 40 grand, all the new cars. And some of them, like I said, I call them station wagons, those crossovers. That's what everybody buys. I get it. You know, people go to Home Goods, Home Depot, grocery store, they got kids. Whatever the reason is, they need something that's more, you know, more room in the back and everything like that. I don't need that. I'm a single person, and so I like a little more styling. And there it is. It's a beautiful car. They don't make 4 doors much anymore. They're getting away from them. But if you're out looking for a new car and you're thinking about a sedan, you can go down to your local Honda dealer. You won't find too many of these, I don't think, the Touring brand new left over yet. I mean, they're selling the, this is a Honda, you know, they don't stay on the lot. So the 25s, I don't know what they look like or how much they went up. But if you can find yourself a 24, and I know they're out there. I mean, this one here's listed. You know, grab one and spend, you know, mid-30s, and there you go, man. You got, you know, all the car in the world. I mean, to heck with $40,000, $50,000. Go down to your bank and get a car loan and pay cash for it, and then pay your bank back if you need payment plans, or take the money out and buy it. I bought this one brand new, and if I were to sell it, I'd take a haircut on it, but I'm not. I was, but I'm not. I love it. It doesn't cost hardly anything to drive. The maintenance is included, like I said, and 42 miles per gallon I'm getting all the time. City, highway, it doesn't matter. The car just gets 42 miles per gallon. I filled up the other day, it only took 10 gallons of gas. And as gas continues to drop, it's under $3 here in South Florida. I paid $2.67 at BJ's Wholesale Club. And I know in Mississippi, South Carolina, Georgia, and places like that where fuel is even lower than Florida, you know, I mean, $2.50, $2.25, whatever a gallon, and 42 miles per gallon. You know, who needs to buy an electric car when, you know, you got to pay for the charging, you got to look for a place to plug it in, you got to, you know, get some kind of adapter for your home. If you live in a condo or an apartment, you know, I don't know what you do on that situation, but this is a half electric car. It charges itself with the engine, and then you just go into the gas station and you put a few gallons in it and it gets 42 miles per gallon. That's good enough for me for right now. And I don't think the insurance is even close to being what some of these electric cars cost. I heard, I can't be sure, but I've heard it multiple times that the full electric cars are very expensive to insure because of the technology they have and the cost of repair. And this is just a, you know, it's not the cheapest probably car you can get out there to insure, but it's not bad. And of course that all depends on the company, your driving record, your age, etc. I do pretty well. I'm 66 years old and I've got a few cars insured with my company, which is Geico. So I get a little multiple car discount and a good driving record I have. But I hope you enjoyed the video. That's the Honda Accord. That's the touring hybrid model in the pearl white. And it's just absolutely beautiful with the window tinting. The lines on it are more conservative than the Camrys and some of the other cars. Even the Accord before had a sportier look to it with more lines, and they just went to a longer, sleeker. It really is very similar to the Audi. I don't know what model that is, the Audi, but I see them all the time. I'm like, oh, is that an Accord? It's an Audi. Now the Audi's a little bit bigger than this, but the lines are very similar. Now I'll tell you, the more I look at this car, just making this video, the more in love I fall with it. It's just a very nice looking car. The white with the black trim, and I love that the wheels aren't fully black, that they have that little bit of stainless or whatever you call brushed aluminum on there, and that interior is just amazing. It's a nice contrast, very luxurious. For whatever reason, this car did not sell when I advertised it, and I'm glad it didn't because, you know, I'm really saving by driving it. But if I were to put it for sale and, you know, like in another year or 6 more months or something, I think that in Florida here, especially as things start to improve in our economy and there's more of a lower interest rates and things like that for affordability, I really believe that this car would be snagged up very quickly if I ever wanted to sell it. So I'm not concerned with it right now. So thanks very much for viewing. If you wouldn't mind giving the video a thumbs up so that the algorithm can push the video towards a lot of other viewers out there in the YouTube world that are looking for cars, and it helps me out too. I appreciate it very much. So until the next video, crush it.